Alright, back with chapter 8, it says this: the coming Assyrian invasion. Of course, Assyria is where northern Iraq is today, and on the Iraq-Turkey border. They come all the way from that area to invade Israel. The coming Assyrian invasion. Then the Lord said to me, take a large tablet and write on it common characters belonging to Mahar-Shalal-Hash-Baz, and I will give reliable witnesses, Uriah the priest and Zechariah the son of Jeroboam, to attest for me. And I went to the prophetess, and she convinced, it says, and I went to the prophetess, and she conceived and bore a son. Then the Lord said to me, call his name Mahar-Shalal-Hash-Baz. Before the boy knows how to cry, my father or my mother, the wealth of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria will be carried away before the king of Assyria. The Lord spoke to me again, because this people has refused the waters of Shiloh that flowed gently, and rejoiced over Rezin the son of Ramallah. Therefore, behold, the Lord is bringing against them the waters of the river of Euphrates, mighty and many, the king of Assyria and all his glory, and it will rise over all its channels and go over all its banks, and it will sweep all into Judah. It will overflow and pass on, reaching even to the neck, and its outspread wings will fill the breadth of your land, O Emmanuel. Be broken, you people, and be shattered. Give ear, all you far countries. Strap on your armor and be shattered. Strap on your armor and be shattered. Take counsel together, but it will come to nothing. Speak a word, but it will not stand, for God is with us. Amen. See, when God's for you, nothing at all can stand against you. Somebody says nothing to fear. Somebody says nothing to worry, because He's got it. He's in control. Don't worry. Don't fear about nothing. Don't be afraid or anything. Fear God, wait for the Lord. For the Lord spoke thus to me with His strong hand upon me, and warned me not to walk in the way of this people, saying, do not call conspiracy, or my bad says, do not call, conspiracy all that this people calls conspiracy. Meaning, what's saying is here in verse 12, it says, do not call conspiracy all that this people call conspiracy. Meaning, not everything's a conspiracy, not everything's a conspiracy theory, or whatever, I mean, that's why you gotta do your research, you can't believe everything you read, you can't believe everything you see, you gotta do your research on things. And do not fear what they fear, nor be in dread. The Lord of hosts, Jesus Christ, Him you shall honor as holy. Let Him be your fear, and let Him be your dread. And He will become a sanctuary, and a stone of offense, and a rock of stumbling for to both houses of Israel, a trap and a snare to the inhabitants in Jerusalem. And many shall stumble on it, they shall fall and be broken, they shall be snared and taken. Bind up the testimony, seal the teaching among my disciples. I will wait for the Lord, who is hiding His face from the house of Jacob, and I will hope in Him. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord has given me are signs and importance in Israel from the Lord of hosts, who dwells on Mount Zion, or Jerusalem. And when they say to you, inquire of the mediums and the necromancers who chirp and mutter, should not a people inquire of their God? Should they inquire of the dead on behalf of the living, to the teaching and to the testimony? If they will not speak according to His word, it is because they have not dawned. They will pass through the land greatly distressed and hungry, and when they are hungry, they will be enraged and will speak contemptuously against their king and their God, and turn their faces upward. And they will look to the earth, but behold, distress and darkness, the gloom of anguish, and they will be thrust into thick darkness. That's chapter 8. About the coming Assyrian invasion, which we know. And then of course it says, fear God and wait for Him. And don't worry about things, not be anxious about stuff. Just love God and wait on Him, in His timing, not in our timing. So it's chapter 8, and I'll be up with chapter 9 here shortly.